the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California. We've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Los Angeles Rams. On the Texans sideline, head coach DeMeco Ryans. His guys ready to get this one going. On the other side for the Rams, it's Sean McVay. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And there's no doubt about the talent that we see from C.J. Stroud. We've watched it develop in his first 2 years in the league. But the best way quarterbacks are graded is winning. He's out there trying to win his third division championship in as many years.
Here we go.
Stroud looks to throw on the first play. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield.
The 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Stroud to throw it. And the Rams got it. They bring it down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Stroud. Got his man, Dell. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
Truly one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league, who's willing to do whatever it takes to win and plays through a lot of adversity and continues to do it at a high level in his high 30s. Trying to make another run to the Super Bowl here in his 17th season.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams.
Down to about the 37. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 47 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season.
First and 10.
You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 without the 4. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for them.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" Because here they come.
180. Ready, hot.
Stafford. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down.
Joshua Carty on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
Texans.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he returns this to the 22. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now Stroud. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Davante Adams, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. One after here coming up.
For the extra point.
And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
And they go play action here with Stroud.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. 6 yards.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
Under pressure, and they get it to him again. And that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Here's Tommy Townsend now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 66 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Williams. Powering forward. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. 19 yards. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Set! 250!
Stafford going to give this one to Crum.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
First down. First and goal at the
A lot to
5-yard
praise
line.
on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Set. Wait, zebra. Ready, hot.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
Stop short of the goal line.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
Second and goal.
When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. (10-0) the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they'll see what they can do on third and goal.
Set. Set up.
Here's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Houston set to take over. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dowd. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Texans.
And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his second season, the future bright. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Had an open man that time, and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Second and 10.
On the quick, right?
Mixon on the toss right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Stroud looking to throw. And the Rams got it. They're bringing him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Set. Lady.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Red 80. Zebra.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Zebra.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 151 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Corum. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Rams, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Monday. Set. Lady.
Williams will score. Touchdown, LA.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after.
point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was capped off by the Kyron Williams touchdown run.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Shifts by him. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Well, Houston's offense taking over again. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
And Stroud now to throw. Taking a shot for down here.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Take down. 78 yards.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7.
Makes the score
pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Kickoff for Houston.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
It's 2nd and 8.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Blue 60. Hey, 50.
Stafford now to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Yielded touchdown, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Texans will take over. The football going back over now to the Houston Texans. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Room past the 35. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
On the quick, right?
Now a first carry for their fullback.
And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Mixing up the middle. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
In motion right, that's Dell.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Now 2nd and 9.
All right.
Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. They get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 33. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Second down and 8. Here's Stroud. That's complete to Dell. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
And the Texans first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Stroud. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Stroud. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal. Stroud. This is caught. Now a timeout signal for them. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Today is the day we've been working towards all summer, the debut of our new halftime show. So without further ado, let's roll. Our trip around the NFL starts now. In the Big Easy, the Saints at home to take on the Arizona Cardinals. And it's the second-year wideout looking for a breakout year, Marvin Harrison Jr. It's fired deep downfield. He's right there to secure it. And when it's all said and done, that's an 80-yard catch and run for the touchdown. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars. They're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And it's a man who's battled through injuries, Jonathan Brooks. He's going to get in from 6 yards out. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts taking on the Miami Dolphins. And it's Josh Downs. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Colts wind up winning this one in front of the home crowd to begin the new season. Time for a look here at the rest of the games going on and what's to come here in Week 1 of the new NFL season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, That'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
That's complete. Jordan Whittington. And the Alabama's been able to get it up past the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
For a Rams first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Williams. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
From the 43, here's second down and 1.
Ready. 180.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
Yeah, he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
170 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Stafford.
And he's going to have a Rams first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5.
The Rams first down.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback. Like play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving.
Yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Hey, 22. 280.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. Now only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Rams first down. First and 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
At the 29-yard line.
Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
Brings up second and 9.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball and they're the ones dictating to the...
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Stroud. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
A handoff to Mixon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he is going to have the Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Houston.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A handoff running left, Mixon.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
It's still time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Stroud sets up the play action. This goes
a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Stroud to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Texans.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Stroud. And one more time, here's Kirk.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Back to throw. Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2nd down and 6 now.
2nd and 6.
20. 180. Libra.
Now it's Stafford.
He'll let this go for Adams.
It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago, as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Lady,
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
ready. Blue 60.
They'll hand it off now. Williams.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 189 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Set. 280. Middle. 32. 70.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Set.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
32-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
And the Texans first down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Stroud off the play fake. Got his man down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Here we go. 18. That's it.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw. Stroud. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
32.
They begin the drive with Williams. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
20.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Set. 280. 20 hot. 20 hot.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
53. Ready.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That's good for a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, 22.
They'll give to Williams, running right. To the 36-yard line, stop there.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll try the air now with Stafford. That one taken in by Whittington. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Lady.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8.
Set.
Williams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
250.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Lady, Omaha, ready, move.
Again, it's Williams. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to 14.
Taken down at the 14-yard line.
Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Set. Middle.
On the ground, this is Williams. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Williams trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the